Rose, she's hot, right?
Super hot. She looks like, I'm sure she hates being told this, but it also is great. Angelina Jolie. And like, I'm looking at her, I'm like, you cannot make yourself a lesbian, but I would. For that one.
But to women, you have a lot more latitude sexually flexible. Like you're more physically and sexually flexible, right?
There's more to us. There's more things you can change. If a guy's ugly, he's ugly, unless like he makes some money. And with a girl, like if you're ugly, there are, it's society, not me. And if you're a girl, like there are things you can do. Like when I had hair extensions, exponentially hotter. And no makeup, just guys like, oh my God, is that hair? Like there's just things we can do.
Where are the extensions now?
They're back with the Indian woman I stole them from. No, they're not. They're in the garbage somewhere.
Oh, I wish you kept them. Could put them to good use.
Just glue them.
Well, no. What I'm saying is like, Rob Lowe's a good-looking dude, but I'm like, I think I would blow him. Like,
you think? Come on.
Think is like a 2 on the Kinsey
I'd like to
scale.
make out with him and just kind of see where it went. Like, I don't know any guys that are that way unless they're gay. But women, I think, with Angelina Jolie or whatever,
I would feel inauthentic actually making out with a girl at this age. I'd feel like it was a lie. Like in college, you just want to. I get it. You kiss a girl even in your 20s, you're like, I'm drunk. This is fun. But like at 32, like this realized as like a human and like I'm a stand-up comedian. If I did that, it would be like, what? Now you're gay. Like there is no like I was just having fun. It's like nope, you're gay.
Right.
At this point, I've committed too much the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Should
And
be
I
locked
also
off.
there are beautiful women. I have no desire to touch a vagina. I think they're so gross.
I get you.
Mine's okay. I don't
like
touch
that
anyone else's.
slapping move that Gina does with the vagina, though. That would be my move.
The pain.
Well, I did say no, and then the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing came about, and I realized, if he could make the move at, 66, who knows what's in all of our futures. We don't know.
Never say never.
We don't know. All right, let's do one more. Let's see. What do we got? Can I really keep this hand?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, the fingers are big to small. Oh, okay. I like that. The 2 in the middle. I like that. I like that. Thank you.
I have one if nobody else does. Anybody?
Yes.
The Big Brothers Big Sisters organization.
Big Brothers Big Sisters organization.
Wow.
Noble organization.
I was a Catholic Big Brother. I'm not a Catholic. I was just sort of. They don't have an atheist Big Brother. Or if they did, they don't advertise. And they're not even an agnostic Big Brother. There's just the Catholic. But I think they might have a Jewish Big Brother thing going on. Although there's not a whole lot of young, neglected Jewish boys out there. You may have to drive a while.
The supply far outweighs the demand for that one.
Yeah. I was a Catholic Big Brother. I have many complaints about the process. One is the interview process, which is they ask a nice woman, ask you alone in a room, how many times a day do you think about sex?
Wow. Is it a Catholic organization?
I don't know anything about it other than they asked me how many times a day I thought about sex.
But you're a guy. It's 24 hours a day. Like there's no.
Yeah, are you hooked up to a lie detector test?
Right.
Just so you don't?
If you say less, she's going to know that you're a total perv because you're like 2,
all right,
which is a lie.
But you understand, if I say all day, every day, weekends, holidays, including now, I don't get a young boy to take home and fuck.
But no, she didn't say.
I'm sorry, throw frisbee too. I mean,
she didn't say sex with a dude. She said sex in general. There's no just because you think about sex doesn't mean it's pedophilia and doesn't mean that it's gay sex. So she has to say how many times a day do you think about sex with a dude, and then you'd be like twice, and then it's fine.
Don't say what she said in the interview.
She just said how many times a day do you think about sex? And
What'd you say?
Loaded question. Next.
Yeah. Speaking of loads.
Yeah.
you could use that paperweight, but I got something to keep those babies in place.
You said today 55 times.
No.
56. 57.
I said 3
58.
times. I said 3.
What's the answer?
There's
no way she must have an answer.
No, what
she's like wrong.
No, her wrong answer is profound sweating is insane sweating with a stuttering answer that says, why? Who wants to know? While you look over your shoulder.
You're pretty much guaranteed by that logic to hire crazy people because they're going to try to give an answer that seems normal. The real answer is often, and you can't quantify it, and you don't fucking know, you weirdo. Get a real job. Don't be a volunteer.
I'm trying to fuck a kid today. I'm not here to insult counselors.
What do I have to do to get you inside a kid today?
What do I got to do to put you and a 9-year-old today? All right, so, no, but I want to... I don't. She wants me to panic, or I think because she started off with, what's your name? How long you been in town? What made you part of this thing?
How long you been in town? Like you're a drifter?
Hey, man.
How long you been in town? You're like, I live here.
Hey,
I'm a kid.
Listen, man. There's a whole Bob Seger song about being on the road and whatnot. No, I had guys. I had guys in my seminar that were from like St. Louis that had showed up. I don't know what the fuck they're called. A group of dudes that want to. No, there were guys that like I'm from St. Louis, and my company shipped me out here, and I've been here for like 4 or 5 days.
Or when you were growing up?
Here.
This is like recently.
This like in the mid-90s.
Okay, so you weren't, I was thinking you were like a teenager. Okay, so you were like an adult.
I was on top.
Yeah, you were on the man show.
No, I mean, no, you misunderstand.
Not that he was a top.
No.
I was on top of these kids.
I'm saying I was an adult.
Right, I got it.
All right.
So she asked you, how often do you think about sex?
This was pre-man show, but post-adult.
Okay.
Now. Yeah, so how many times a day do you think about sex?
And you said?
3 times.
And she said?
She wasn't.
Brand new Casio keyboard.
They're not looking for a number, they're looking for a reaction.
Yeah.
No, they should be looking for a color. That should be the answer, like blue. And she's like, that's how I feel too. I don't know, because that's such a ridiculous question with no, I mean, there's no wrong
Why? It's the best question ever. You're getting caught up in the answer. It's not the answer. It's what the person looks like
if you start
giving the answer.
It's about what the person,
It's how you answer.
So if somebody comes in and they're touching themselves and they're super gross and they've got sores and how long do you think about sex? Oh, a couple times a day. Versus you come in and you're like 3. Like those are equal answers. So you're saying it's all about the way you look. And even though that person could be a billionaire who only loves kids and gives them money.
How many years did you go to the Groundlings?
Yes, and.
Thank you. They want a reaction. I don't know what they're looking for, but somebody told them, ask this question and see what the answer is.
What are the other questions?
By the way, I think they probably have to ask it because if they give you a kid and you end up prolapsing his anus, someone's going to... Well, hold on. Not in a bad way. No, I'm saying
Don't Google that.
You're going to get into trouble. Somebody's going to go, did you ask how many times they had sex? Oh, I didn't think to ask that. Then you're going to get shit canned from Catholic Big Brother.
Reaction-based? Are they all reaction-based? That's the only one of all of them that's reaction-based.
I don't know that.
What do you want for lunch? And you're just
I don't know that one. I don't even know that. I'm assuming that that's why they did it.
So you're saying I'm wrong to be caught up in the answer, but it very well may be the same
I am saying I think they wanted to see what your face looked like.
You just immediately started jerking off, like they just wanted to see the reaction.
I'd hope that the body language would be more subtle than that. That's what I think. But I don't know.
I hate to skip too far ahead, but
yes.
Did you get a kid?
Well, at this rate, he will have died by natural causes by the time Iliza lets me hook up with him. How dare you?
What was the next question?
Asked if I did drugs.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Duh.
Well, that makes sense,
I'm not a loser. Of course I do drugs. I have friends.
Well, now, what's the proper answer?
My answer, always.
Always?
Yeah,
You're trying to walk with a young child, though, right?
I did drugs, and it was a mistake.
Nah,
and I would like to
you're
teach
a liar.
them. The chances are these kids have probably been exposed to drugs, so it's better that I've done them, and I can tell you after you do MDMA, you're going to experience depression for 2 to 4 days after.
Aha! You'd be like a mentor.
Wow.
Talk about, be careful some of that street horse that stepped on with baby laxative.
Street
or do you just give the stock? I did it a couple times in high school.
Because everyone's on drugs for the most part, except for like weird punk rock people who like take too much pride in being like straight edge.
Straight edge.
Well, this is 1994. It wasn't quite as prevalent as it is now. Yeah. All right. So do drugs. How long you been here? Why do you want to be a Catholic big brother? How would you answer that one?
I wouldn't.
No answer?
I'd be like, as a Jew, there's nothing more important to me than Catholicism. And as a woman, there's nothing more important to me than being a big brother. So I think I went in the wrong door. Is this CBS?
Is this the Chabad house?
Yeah.
By the way, the building does not have a back door. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that just symbolically.
A prolapse back door.
I got a kid named Nate, stayed with me for 4 or 5 years.
He stayed in your house?
He slept over quite a few times.
Where is he now?
I have no idea.
Nate, stand up.
Ever since he disowned me when I got famous.
Really?
Yeah.
He disowned you?
When you get to a certain age, you get from like 13 to 19 or whatever it is. That's me and Nate, my Catholic little brother.
That's a good-looking kid.
Thank you. Nate's not too shabby either, is he?
You're a good-looking kid too. That is so sweet.
Oh, yeah, it's me. Oh, I got my name tag. Yeah, it says Adam on there. It's Nate. We're at the picnic. We're at the whatever.
Was he a newspaper salesman?
Yeah, he's wearing No, I think he's wearing a baseball hat.
If you had to wear that now, if you had to wear that tag now, would you just write, "Come on, you know"? Come on. You really don't. He's just gone. He's just back in the system.
No, he's not in the system. He's like 29
he's in
or
the
something.
System. Once in the system,
you can't get out. Yeah. He's stuck in that school to prison pipeline at 31.
If Orange is the New Black has taught us nothing.
No, he's probably. I mean, Jesus Christ! If I think about it,
what's his last name?
I don't. They told us we're not allowed to say. And I can't remember.
But if you're not in the system, it's okay.
It's I swear to God, I can't remember his last name.
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
It was Nathan.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of another Nate.
I was probably only like 15. I was probably only like 15, 16 years older than he was. So he's got to be like 34, 35 or something
single?
now.
Did it take you a while to get through to him? Was there kind of a hard exterior, or did you get along right away?
No, he wanted to get the fuck out of the apartment and would go anywhere, and hated it when I dropped him off at the end of the day. And I haven't even seen those pictures in a million years. And we'd go to Taco Bell because it was almost free, and I didn't make any money, so I had to pay for all the meals. So it was like I was flat broke.
And where did you drop him off? Like at his house or like at a rec center?
living on just a rest stop.
At another dude's house.
I don't know if it's like you live at home or like is he like an orphan? Like
No, he's he had like 2 sisters and a younger.
He works at Office Max.
Younger brother and a single mom, and she just signed him up because he needed some his dad actually lived in South Africa, as I recall. His dad lived in Kenya. Which was crazy, but white as a ghost, and then I picked him up, and then he had the one friend. You guys know Tim, the Russian rapper? Yeah, he had one team. He had one fat friend from Russia, and this kid was had a lazy eye. My guy, he had no friends, but he had one friend, Tim. The Russian rapper, who. My thing is look, if he can come to the beach with us because now you have somebody to run around the beach with, and I'll just flop out here and look at a magazine or something. So I'd throw Tim in there with me. But Tim, so the first interaction I had with Tim was, "What's your name?" And his reply was, "Team."
Team.
And then I said, "Team?" And he said, "No, not team, team." And then I said, "Team, like a basketball team?"
Wanted to hear you say
and
it the right
said,
way.
"No, team." And we went back and forth like the Lakers are a team, right?
Yeah.
No. Not team. And we did that for a while. And I finally, Nate told me his name was Tim. And even though he couldn't pronounce it. And then later on, he started bringing mix cassettes with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and all that kind of stuff. And I will, I'll regale you with a little Team, the Russian rapper. So I drove a Zuzu Trooper.
Hot.
It has to be one of the slowest, not automobiles, just something with wheels. I include shopping carts and refrigerator dollies.
Rickshaws.
Lawnmowers.
0 to 60. It was a huge brick of an SUV with a 1.6 liter four-banger that was just screaming for mercy that's under that hood. It couldn't go anywhere. And when I put Tim's fat ass in it, it really couldn't go anywhere. And we'd be leaning forward trying to get up over the 405, to go to the beach or whatever it is. And he'd put his mixed cassette in, and then he'd be in the back just busting the rhymes along. Is that what the kids call it? Along with that. And his was, he had two. Beaches ain't shit, but hoes and tricks. Suck on these balls and leak on this dick. I, as an American, felt very proud.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Very proud that I'd indoctrinated, been a small part of bringing him into this culture. Yeah, he had. I had a nice heart to heart with him once when we were driving to. We were going to Magic Mountain. It was like Big Brother Day at Magic Mountain.
So there's people spying on you all day. That's right.
And they decide who gets thrown out of the house at the end of the day. And it was Big Brother. Thank you. Took these guys a little while over there to get your joke.
It's dead over here.
Trickled over there.
Fine.
Yeah. I remember clearly they bought big gulps at 7-Eleven, and Tim promptly dumped his all over the back seat. You don't know what 68 ounces of Dr. Pepper really does to the cloth interior of a car, but it is a lot of fucking soda.
A lot of fire ants in there.
A lot of the part where you're opening the door and trying to scoop it out. It's coming. A lot. It's a lot. He just got done doing that. We were driving to Magic Mountain. They're both entering their junior year of high school, and no ladies whatsoever.
Shocking.
Nothing. Not even a. Not.
But that's a good-looking kid.
Yeah, Nate was a cutie.
Yeah, Nate's hot.
But teen
you guys, just don't bullshit us.
Oh my God, he needs
you
someone
would have
to
gotten
love
near
him.
his dick in high school. Brian, I look at this as an attack, this revisionist history bullshit where chicks are I'm totally into the funny guys and the cute little guys. Bullshit.
What I will say is that Nate is a good-looking kid, and he may look good in pictures, but he probably had that energy, the low confidence, you know what I mean? All that stuff that girls
I pray Nate is not listening. Nate was not a good-looking kid. He looks cute like a kid. No, look. We're not all rock stars.
Hat.
You're the only one here who's met him. We're just looking at two pictures.
Two really hot pictures.
He's 3 foot shorter than I am. He's 14. I'll show you. Look,
he's 6'2".
We got to see that picture again.
Okay, it's a long night. Here we go. Show the picture. Show the picture.
He's so fucking hot.
All right.
What's wrong with Nate?
I get it.
He kind of has a gelfling thing going on.
I would fuck Nate. Fine, I'll say it.
Show the picture, Gary, where he's 2 feet shorter than me, please. Number one, he had a lazy eye. He had a lazy eye.
Oh.
Well, it always helps to illustrate my point when you don't show the right.
Wait, can I just say, what's worse is if he's listening and you say, show the other picture, and all of a sudden everyone just starts laughing.
No.
And then he's going to hear that.
He was a cute kid,
right.
kind of like your dog is cute.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you're in the 11th grade of high school, you don't have to dodge a lot of pussy with that look.
That's an 11th grader?
No. He would become one shortly after this
He's not
picture.
as hot as we thought.
Okay. Moving on.
He's not as hot as we thought.
You browbeat us into agreeing with you.
It helps in the relaying of the story.
Okay. Do you have any shirtless pictures of Nate? Just to get a better idea.
I have them in my memory trunk at home. And when I say memory trunk, it's not exactly shaped like a trunk.
It's a nice day.
And that was another classic story told by Adam live at